Hey guys, I got another book review to do. Actually, this one is going to be more of a promotion because it looks like on Amazon, this book is going for $11 and some change. And I know that the author of this book does that sometimes from time to time. As a matter of fact, when I got this book, it was on sale for 11 bucks. Here's the book. Where Are We? Where Are We? Earth According to the Bible by Chad Taylor. And as I was getting ready for the video this morning, what I like to do is get the Amazon, wherever you can find the book. Most of the time I go to Amazon if it's sold on Amazon. And sure enough, it's being sold right now for $11 and some change. And I'll pull up Amazon here in a minute. But here it is. Where Are We? Earth According to the Bible. And I only have good things to say about this. I don't have anything negative. This is a really good book, especially if you are a Christian and you are new to the idea of that the earth might not be what they told us in elementary school. Okay, so that's what this is about. And gosh, I don't even know where to start. Let's start with the cover. I mean, it's very appealing. I'll tell you that. The color combination just goes very well together. I like how he has the question mark around the globe. And on the back, he just tells a little bit about it. Where are we? Where is heaven and where is God? I mean, that already is a good point because, you know, growing up, we've had this idea, or we all have our own ideas about what is heaven, where is heaven, you know? So he starts off, I mean, asking the right questions. And he has his website right here, wherearewethebook.com. I tried to pull that up in preparation for this video, but it did not come up. He might be working on that. So there's that. Let's see. A few notes here, what I wanted to cover. Yeah, I'll just get right into it. He has it broken down very well. And I'm going to go to the breakdown in different parts. And it looks like every section that he does this. Okay, so there's the introduction. He has a disclaimer. I can't remember what he says in the disclaimer. Disclaimers are always funny. A parts summary. Okay, so when you start getting into the main meat here, part 1 is the 7 days of creation. It's going through Genesis there. Part 2 is descriptions of Earth and its surroundings. Part 3 is clues about Earth in biblical stories. And this is good. One thing I want to point out is that you'll see a lot of debates out there, especially on social media, where people are wanting you to show them in the Bible. Where in the Bible does it say the earth is flat? You know, and already I'm going to tell you right now, it's not about the flatness. Okay, never has been. But you hear the phrase flat earthers, and it just makes cosmology seem so ignorant. Okay, and I'll tell you why too. It's because when you were in grade school, the history books show you a picture, a distorted picture of what it was really like and what people really believed about sailing off the edge of the earth. Okay, and they have that ship that's going over the edge. So, you know, that's not what people believed. Nobody was afraid they were going to sail off the edge of the earth. Okay, that's something that they put in the history books. All right. Before the globe was introduced, people believed in an enclosed system. All right. And that's where it's at. The focus should not be on flatness. It should be on whether or not we can leave this place. Okay, the firmament, that's where it's at. What I was going to say here was that the Bible's not always going to describe something the way people want to hear it, but what it does do is, or I guess what Scripture does not do is, it does not describe a globe anywhere. It describes more of the enclosed model, and that's what this book's about. It's filled with hundreds of passages describing, sometimes flat. It does describe a flat enclosed plane sometimes. It doesn't always describe something flat. There are a few places where it does say flat. I like whoever pointed out that the Matthew, whoever's Bible has the word flat. And that was back in Old English, back when I think the word flat's written with an E on the end, F-L-A-T-T-E. You know, like when Old English was spelled with an E on the end, O-L-D-E. Remember that, guys? Anyway, common themes and reviews. That's part 4. Part 5 is questions and conclusions. And then there's an entire, second half of the book. It's just filled. It's broken down with so many sections. And it looks like everything is, like he has each part broken down. He'll have a part dedicated to the descriptions and earth and its surrounding, and he'll go from Genesis through Revelation in order of the passages that he's pulled and wanted to describe. And he does that in every section. He goes in order according to the book. All right. Okay. Now, here's the best part. That's what every page looks like in this book. There is an illustration for each passage. And I don't know if you can tell, but on the left side, he has Jeremiah 10 through 13. He has it in 4 different Bible versions. I think he uses the KJV, NIV, ESV, and NRSV. So he has 4 different versions of the Bible of the same passage, and then the illustration that he designed. He did all of this artwork. And like this one, for instance, it talks about under the heavens, okay? It's talking about a direction, all right? He gives all 4 verses, or the same verse in 4 different versions. He shows you what the model looked like that the ancients believed. He shows you what it means to be under the heavens. All right. So, and there's a diagram for every passage in here. And I'm going to show you something. Actually, I'll go ahead and pull up the Amazon. All right, look at this. Right now, check it out. 1173. It's in stock. That's always good. I love it when I'm going to buy something and I see that reassuring those 2 words that tell me that what I'm going to get is going to ship soon because they have it in stock. I'm a buyer for a living. That's what I do, a purchasing agent. And I buy stuff for people who want things yesterday. People will give me requests at work and I'll ask them, when do you need this? And they will tell me yesterday. They think they're being funny, but I hear it so much that it's not funny. Anyway, in stock, $11.73 for the paperback. Where are we? Earth according to the Bible. Okay. And here's a few other books that people also bought. Edward Hendry's The Greatest Lie on Earth. And it is. And it looks like he has some reviews on the inside. I think these are on the inside of the book. Rob Skiba has some good things to say about it. He says, this looks like anything you'd see in a museum. It's extremely well done. And it is the book I wish I had time to put together. And Mark Sargent says, Chad Taylor did a fantastic job of laying out what we know and don't in an easy to follow presentation accompanied with straightforward graphics. Okay, then he'll let you read the back cover. Where's my cursor? I lost my cursor, guys. Did my battery die? I think my battery died. So that just happened. Okay. Here we go. I can't even remember. I lost my train of thought. But it happens. I don't like the cord. I like having a cordless mouse. So that tends to happen from time to time. Here's a biography. Chad Taylor. I won't read all that. You can do that yourself. I was on here. Look, I saw another book. It says Flat Earth for Dummies 101. Definition of dummy, indoctrinated with globe from birth. And I thought that was funny. That's the first time I saw that. It was when I was pulling Chad's book up here, and it had suggested Flat Earth for Dummies. And that really is important, because it made me think of the scripture that talks about the wisdom of man versus the foolishness of God. And there are multiple verses. I can't think of them all right now, but they do talk about how man believes that he's wise in his own eyes, things like that. And so a book like this, it really puts people who are going by the wisdom of man, it really puts them in their proper place. And no, I'm not trying to sound mean about that. I needed to be put in my place. You know, we all did. Anyone who comes to this knowledge has been humble enough to reconsider everything they've been taught. Speaking of which, that was another point that I wanted to bring out. Okay, I think I'm done on Amazon. But that was another point I wanted to bring out, is that this is a great book for homeschooling. And some of you may know, my wife has decided, I mean, we both decided together, but she's the one doing the work here, okay? Because she's at home spending the time with the kids. And we haven't used it yet. Right now, she's getting the hang of this homeschooling thing, doing some of the, like the three main subjects. But then we're going to be adding in things like this and the history and things like that. But this is a great book for that. I mean, and Tobias, my son, is he's 7 years old, so he likes pictures. Okay, this is great for that. This is not just for adults. I mean, the adults, you know, it helps for us to visualize some of these passages, but it's great for kids too, because that's what kids want when they open up a book, is to see some pictures. Okay, so it's great for that. And I'm excited that we will get to use this to teach our kids cosmology, creation, and instead of what they are, what they're teaching the kids at school, evolution, the globe, and the Big Bang, things like that. Okay, where else was I going to go with this? I know. Chad Taylor, I reached out to him because I bought his book, and at the time I was writing Crushing Conceptualism. He was very generous. He donated some of his illustrations so that I could have like a mini gallery, and that's what I called it, was the Where Are We mini gallery. We got jobs, but he took the time to go through his files and find the images that I was wanting. And so I'm so grateful to him for that. And it allows my readers to get somewhat of an idea of what to expect in his book. Okay, they're just getting, it's like I said, it's called the mini gallery, the Where Are We mini gallery. It's just a sample of his book. I was so glad to be able to put this in my book. There's a top view, a downward view. And so I have the passages, the illustrations and the passages from certain pages in his book. These were some points that really stood out to me. I thought it would be good for my readers, because they don't have the whole book. A lot of my readers don't have the whole book, all of Chad's book. So giving them some of these visuals was important to me because I don't have a lot of illustrations in my book. And that's why Chad's book is so important, is because it allows us to visualize, to understand the Hebrew cosmology, the enclosed system. Okay, and there you see how the north and the south works. This is a top view. All right. So there are some really good points that I try to bring out here, the east and the west. The tree touching the sky. Okay, I really like this because I talked about this, and I even talked about Devil's Tower and some of those landmarks that we see today that were what I believe to be tree stumps. Okay, and if there are trees that grew that tall for everyone to see on Earth, then it doesn't make sense on a globe. And that is a point that I wanted to really bring out, is that the Earth, there is nothing in the Bible that describes a globe Earth, and people argue that, people who want it to be spelled out the way they expect. They want you to show them a verse that says God made the earth to be flat. Okay, they want some type of straightforward. They want the focus to be on what they are focused on. They want it to say the earth is flat. But again, nobody who wrote the Bible was focused on flatness. They were focused on the firmament and how it is an enclosed system. Okay, that is the focus. We can't leave this place. These illustrations were very good. Okay, yeah, and let me go back. It's funny, I was just talking about this. We can't leave this place, and here I had a picture of the Tower of Babel to reach unto heaven. Okay, this group of people, they were trying to reach the heaven, to overthrow God. I talk about the Jasher passages. Okay, Jacob's ladder, whose top reached to the Lord and heaven above. I mean, these are great illustrations. Okay, raining down on Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, that's all I got for now from Crushing Conceptualism. This is a great book, guys. Okay, so I'm going to go on Amazon and give it a 5-star. This is a 5-star book. Get it now because it's half off. I believe that is the half off price. It's a good size too. It's like textbook size, which again, for homeschoolers out there, there's a textbook and a subject for you to teach your kids. So there it is. It's getting 5 stars, and it's very affordable, very informative, and I can't say enough good about it. I probably can't even do the guy justice. By the way, I'm going to throw this out there. Chad is a musician, and I don't know where he's at in his music projects, but I think there's something in the making, and I'm excited because, and I heard that it was metal, and there's a side of me that really likes metal. I don't know what it is, because I mean, I grew up playing guitar, drums. I was a musician. I got away from it when I left the institutional church and started looking into a lot of these truth topics. And so I've gotten away from it, but I'm excited about this. Whatever he's doing, we'll see. I don't know. I know as much as you guys do, so there's that. All right. This is Ark Builders CCMC book review. Where Are We? Earth According to the Bible by Chad Taylor. And please like this video, share it with somebody, order the book, and add it to your library. All right.